Well, the woman accusing Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh of sexual assault is facing an 11:30 deadline this morning to decide if she'll testify before the Senate. GOP Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Chuck Grassley gave Christine Blasey Ford an extension late last night. She was facing a deadline yesterday, but her lawyers requested more time to allow her to make a decision about testifying. Blasey Ford claims Kavanaugh put his hand over her mouth and then groped her during a high school party back in the 80s. So far, Kavanaugh has denied the allegations. Republicans are trying to get Kavanaugh confirmed before the Supreme Court begins its new session October 1st. Well, across the nation, reaction is pouring in to the Kavanaugh sexual assault allegations and President Trump's tweet that asked why Kavanaugh's accuser didn't turn him in 36 years ago.
And the hashtag #WhyIDidn'tReport, well, it was trending on Twitter. Here's Rachel Kim.
High-powered male politicians aren't the only ones questioning Dr. Christine Blasey Ford's story before she even has a chance to speak, setting off so much anger on Twitter. The hashtag #WhyIDidn'tReport is trending. Actress Polly Perrette joined in and said, "I was 15, raped by a drunk football player at a high school party. I was sure my dad would shoot him if he knew, and then my mom would be alone. I stayed in my room for days and cried to my cat. Didn't tell dad until like 20 years later, after my rapist died." Also coming forward, Patty Davis, an author and daughter of President Ronald and Nancy Reagan. In a Washington Post op-ed, Davis revealed she was raped by a prominent music executive in his office 40 years ago. She said she felt alone, ashamed, and disgusted with herself, and said she never told anyone for decades. That's why Davis said she wasn't surprised Dr. Ford didn't talk about the assault she accuses Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh of committing.
It frustrates me.
Psychologist Danae Jordan treats survivors of sexual assault and says trauma like this has no expiration date.
It doesn't really matter when it happened. Most of them have held on to it since they were children or teenagers or young people. There is a significant fear of coming forward.
The fear of exactly what's happening so publicly to Dr. Ford.
When a sexual abuse survivor is doubted, criticized, made to feel that maybe it's their fault, they're actually re-traumatized, and it makes it worse.
And that was Rachel Kim reporting. Authorities say there are many reasons accusers do not go to police. According to national statistics, for every 1,000 rapes, 994 perpetrators will go free.